Hey everybody, it's HipHoppa here with Hoppa's Hip Tips, and today I just wanted to briefly touch on the EFC Season 20 deck format update here for y'all, and I'm not going to go too in-depth on this. It's just going to be a quick review here. So Z Palace, so we have the in and out list here. So basically, Dominion gets Iguan and loses Gouliag, which that's a nerf. Okay, Dominion got nerfed. Then Bertha goes in for Magda. Holy cow, I can't. Is Bertha the 5-star? Okay, I'm sorry. These Eastern European names, like, I get mixed up. Okay, so Bertha's that 2-star. Yeah, she's good. So Bertha in and Magda out. Who was Magda? I forget. Oh, that one. Okay. Huh. Interesting. So I guess she was too powerful, was it, for Z Palace? That's interesting. Or maybe it was a buff. I don't know. I'd call that a buff. I'd say Freak's got a buff there, personally. Then we got Aaron in for Drac. That's a nerf. So Frozen got nerfed. Drac's a nice card with his regen. Then we have Jiggy in for Lock. That's definitely a nerf for Junks. But then they put in Defunk for Trixie as well. So I don't know. Defunk and Trixie are both decent cards. I'd say, I don't know, he might be slightly better, but Jiggy for Lock is definitely a nerf. So overall, I don't know. I'd say Junks got nerfed. But Defunk makes up for it a little bit, I guess. Then you got Montana's here with Vermeer in for Iris Morana. And that's definitely a nerf. Vermeer isn't as good as Iris Morana, I would say. Then we have Carmen in for Mandy. Sentinel. I would say Mandy's a pretty decent card, but she's conditional, but then so is Carmen. So I don't know. Carmen's a good card with that SOA ability of hers. I'd say that was maybe a buff, slightly. I don't know. And last but not least, we have Vortex. Vortex gets back Rahi Sleedon, which is a great card. And they lose Angora, and that's a little weird because he's a 5 and she's a 2. So they lost a 2 and get a 5. I'd say that's like super win right there. Rahi Sleedon is like an amazing. He's just a really difficult card to beat for Vortex. Wow, he's in Z Palace. That's crazy. So that's a big buff to Vortex for sure. And they made a bunch of reloaded a bunch of legends here. I actually make comments on these legends on their actual pages. If you're not aware, I do these historical perspectives. So where's Futoshi here? La 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 la. We're on page 6. I don't know why they default to the last page, but they do when you go to these pages. So here we are, page 1, and if you go down a few, there I am. So the historical perspective. If you look at those, mostly I just like to kind of keep track of all the different changes they made to to legends over the course of history, I guess. So I don't do a whole lot of analysis on these, but I do just kind of document, what their abilities were and what they are now and things like that. So if you're interested in those, check those out, the historical perspective. And other than that, this has been Hoppa's Hip Tips Special Edition, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And I hope you all go out and play some EFC, and I'll have my EFC video up a little later today with today's 10 games. So come along for the ride, and I will see you all then. Thanks, guys.